Having trouble balancing your business life, your work life, and your home life? If so, this video is for you. I have 9 tips that will help you save time, that will help you stay focused, and that will help you keep everything together without going crazy. Up next. Hello world, my name is Flo O'Connell and I am a business coach and a mindset coach, and I help women quit their 9 to 5 so they can live life on their own terms. If you're like many other entrepreneurs out there, you're probably working a 9 to 5 every day, coming home and trying to keep the household together while also trying to build your business and going crazy while in the process, because of course there's only so many hours in a day and so much time to do everything. Tip number 1 is to set clear boundaries. Just because you're home doesn't mean you're around to hang out, to do chores, to go on errands, to just be available for anybody that wants to say hi. So the way you set boundaries is you set business hours. You are not available for anybody to disturb you. Set your phone in airplane mode. Tell anybody that wants to come knocking that they should come back later, and make sure that all your business is taken care of so you don't get any distractions, and try to focus. 1 hour of focused work is going to be the equivalent of 3 hours of distractions and multitasking and trying to get everything accomplished. Of course, in an ideal world, it'd be perfect. Nobody would disturb you. You'd work in silence or maybe with some nice, smooth background music. But chances are, people are probably going to disturb you. So just make sure that you clearly keep on enforcing any boundary that you set until people start to respect it. And then if you find that they're not respecting it, then it might be worth it to consider maybe working from a library, a Starbucks every once in a while, or even a co-working space. This way you can fully focus and you won't have any interruptions. Tip number 2 is to prioritize. You may have 24 hours in a day just like Beyonce, but you don't have the team that Beyonce does, at least not at first. So your time has to be carved out of things that you once did. So for example, if you were really into cooking meals every night for your family, you might need to meal prep or do something different to make sure that you have extra time at the end of the day to work on your business. Of course, you might miss out on maybe movie nights, but it's only temporary. You're building this business most likely to be able to have more free time to devote to your family. So it's the sacrifice that you make at the beginning that will pay off. But tip number 3 is don't procrastinate. Procrastination is only taking time away from you from the things that matter. So whether it is family time, business time, going to bed time, working out time, procrastination kills. So don't do it. Remember, 1 hour of focused work is better than 3 hours of procrastination followed by half an hour of half-assing things because you just don't have the patience or the time or even the willingness to do it. Treat business time as if you were getting paid by the hour, because kinda you are. So make sure that those hours are productive. Another way to avoid procrastination is to make a calendar, a weekly calendar, as well as a daily calendar. Make sure that you schedule what your weekly goals are and then what your daily goals are. From then on, you want to figure out what you're going to get done in the morning, at noon, and at night. Make sure that you review everything during the day, and then at night before the end of the day is over, you look at the next day and then move whatever it wasn't done till then. If you look in the description box below, there will be a freebie. It is my calendar that I use on a daily and weekly basis to make sure that all my tasks are met, and it might be useful to you, so go ahead and download it. Let me know what you think. Tip number 4 is to compromise. Of course, you need to go all in, you need to devote full effort, but maybe your family might not be so willing to understand at first. Just because you're starting a business doesn't mean that everybody around you is going to understand completely what you're doing and why you're doing it, and the fact that you will no longer be around the way you once were. Just remember, working 24/7, the 24/7 hashtag hustle my life away, that's going to lead you to burnout, especially when you have a 9 to 5 that you also have to take care of. So make sure that you schedule some time to play and some time to work, and then compromise in between. Tip number 5 is to delegate. Of course, if you're one of those people that likes to do everything around the house and that has that feeling that, hey, I know what goes on in my house and I know how to manage everything, you might have a little trouble with this. But the truth of the matter is, there's only one of you. And that same one of you has to pay the bills, has to work on the new gig, has to babysit the kids, if you have kids, has to cook dinner, has to make sure the house is clean. It's impossible, okay? Make sure that you have a supportive team of people around you, whether it's your friends or your family or your husband or your dog, and make sure that you give some tasks away, because you're not going to be able to get everything accomplished as much as you want to, and you might feel bad about, piling on extra stuff to other people. But think about it, it's only temporary, and I'm sure people will understand, and if not, then I guess things won't be done, but you need to focus on your business. If this information is helpful to you so far, please give me a thumbs up and comment below what your number one tip is to stay focused, to stay productive while balancing a full-time job. All right, let's continue. Tip number 6 is to establish non-negotiables. Just like scheduling time for self-care and scheduling free time, there are things that make you happy and that make you strong and that keep you going and that keep you motivated. For example, for me, it might be my non-negotiable, a gratitude list in the morning, or a non-negotiable might be working out every day, or a non-negotiable might be just getting 8 hours of sleep. You might get carried away in your business. It happens. There might be times that you need to stay extra late. There might be times that you might be waking up extra early just to get some more work in. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will, and you're a one-man show, at least at the beginning. So make sure that you have the non-negotiables that you know that you're going to stick to, and maybe, some days you might deviate from it. Nobody's perfect. But make sure that at least a couple of times a week you're sticking to your resolution to take care of yourself. Tip number 7 is support system. This journey might feel a little bit of a lonely road to travel in. And of course, you might be able to find some people online that are going through the same things, or maybe you might be going to networking events where similar-minded people come together. You need that support team to vent to help you out when you're struggling, to give you opinions, to keep you accountable. The next tip I have for you is to schedule breaks. You are on grind mode, hustle mode, Gary B is my king mode. I'm telling you, all work and no play makes Jill a dull girl. So schedule some time for relaxation. Schedule time for maybe a hot bath at the end of the day. Do not forget to take care of yourself. Do not forget to spend time with your family. And do not forget to sleep. The next tip I have for you is to limit your cell phone usage and consumption of information. So it's very likely that on your lunch break, you may be caught scrolling through your phone. Chances are that you're probably trying to build community online, and you're trying to make sure that you're answering to any comments, answering to any posts that you have made. And also, you might end up scrolling mindlessly after you're done. Scroll through Instagram or Facebook, or you lose a couple extra hours just with endless scrolling. And when you're not actually building community, these hours add up, and these hours are super valuable. This is productive time that you could be using to actually build your business. So make sure that even if you're building community, even if you're trying to socialize on social media, that you actually are using that time productively. But the way you do this is you schedule maybe 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at noon, 15 minutes at night, just to go over all the messages and reply to them. Maybe you're posting, you do on the weekends, and you pre-schedule ahead of what you're gonna need. This way you're not endlessly thinking of, hey, what am I gonna post? What am I gonna post? And you're also reaching out and networking with other people, but not doing it in a way that's just gonna keep you scrolling and not productive. So if this video was helpful for you, please give me a thumbs up, or maybe a thumbs down. If it wasn't, it's okay. And subscribe. I'll be putting out more videos like this one every Monday. And also, I'm here to help you. Please let me know in the comments below what you need help with when starting a business, and I'll be either replying to your comments or maybe making a personalized video just for you with tips and tricks. Till the next time, see you then!